Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the final round of the Celerity eSports. This is the first tier. The Hungary ring is waiting for us. We just had the second tier. What started in a dry session, and eventually it was raining. Drivers had to switch to the intermediate tires. But for now we are seeing a dry qualifying session. Of course this can change in the race, but for now it's very sunny. And drivers already starting to go on track now. So 16 drivers out there today. We have a new driver, TT Carson. He's a reserve driver and he's a teammate of Alvaro for this moment, driving right behind him as we are speaking about it. So we think he's up for the first tier, drives without any assist. So we are looking forward to what he can bring. And then we have Rage Snipes, by the way. We just missed out on him, but Rage Snipes just became the second tier champion from Celerity eSports. So last week we had Bolin, who went for the champion at the first tier, and the second tier and the third tier were not decided yet. But yeah, just Rage Snipes, he just became the champion, the second one. So also just Model Velas from T2 is in this session, driving for Williams. Rage Snipes in the Haas. Teammate after Ikkelbikkel. Very. Seems like he's the first one out there starting his lap. Had an incident last week. Chose the wrong side. Faster than him, his front wing, and also his race. Finished 11th or so. It's a good driver, so it was really unfortunate. His own fault. Yeah, such thing happens. Alvaro 130.9 and Matteo did a 149. So Alvaro at this point he's a second faster, and TT Carson with a 140 flat. Ikkelbikkel still in the pits. Rage Snipe starting his hot lap. And Bolin is going to start his hot lap as well. And then we have footfall setting the time. The invalid one previous lap, so let's try again because this one wasn't valid. And we have Harry B, of course. Maria's pole position for the moment, 113.4 exactly. Gabi flies the Spanish driver, 4th place, 114.1. So drivers are doing well now. And there is Rowan on the medium compound, 114.4. So he thinks this is the best strategy. Yeah, one stop is possible today. Drivers can start on softs, 2 hards. It's also possible if you're a perfectionist in managing your tires. It is possible to go for the mediums as well. But really, most drivers will go for the softs to the hards, as long as no safety cars will join the race. Because in the second tier we just had 3 safety cars. It was a bit of a mess. And also, yeah, the rain happened and a lot of drivers crashed. So let's hope this won't happen on this circuit today, because then the race will take long because it's a small circuit. But a speedy one, and definitely a fun one. But the other possibility is to start on the mediums and go for maybe softs later or hards later. It's what you like. So Rowan is definitely trying that, and just Mortal as well. So let's have a look. For now, Harry B with the fastest lap, 1:13.4. Fruitful did a cooldown lap and is starting a hot lap again. Nick is going to do the same there. And we have Garcia Hugo still in the pits, and Black Box starting his hot lap as well on the Ferrari. It was Rowan who's going to do another attempt. Just Model Velos also starting. And we have Simon with a 1:14.1. Steals the 5th place from Rowan. Pits to make another shot. Boy, teammate of Fruitful, he isn't here because something broke on his Fanatec steering wheel. So this is really unfortunate for him. It's an expensive set as well. So Fruitful invalid again. That's not going so well then. It happened twice now. Blackbox invalid as well. We want another set before he resumes his tries. Just Model Velos now on the soft. And it brings him a 1:13.8. Not bad for a second tier driver. Teammate is Nick, and he does himself just 140. So he's going to try now, of course. Sam D. Yeah, really on the edge of relegation. Only 4 points scored in this competition. This is 14th race. If he wants to do something about it, yeah, really he needs to bring something in the final races. His teammate was invalid. Well, 4th place is not bad for his first lap in the Celerity eSports. There is time. It's a cooldown lap from Fruitful. Now going for softs again. So let's have a look on board at Fruitful's car. If you can score something now. Well, for now, through this second sector, fast right-hander, entering the 3rd sector, and exactly where he entered it, he had an invalid one again. Crossed the curbs on the outside, unfortunate. So for the 3rd time, an invalid lap. Gabi flies. 3rd place, 1:13.9, just under the 1:14. It's a good one. Our Frenchman is going to attempt it again. And his teammate is going to do the same there. Well, both Red Bulls are coming, one is heading for the pits. Matteo is going to improve himself, and he did by 3/10. So it's 114.6 now. It can be better, of course, because Rowan is still faster on the, and Rich Sniper now as well with a 114.4. They are both faster on the medium compound than Matteo. Fruitful, his time wasn't a hot lap, of course. Well, let's have a look to our champion. He's still in the pits. Maybe he's like, well, I'm definitely champion now. Let's start from behind or something, maybe. Not quite sure what his redenations are, but of course the pressure is off his shoulders, and he became the very first champion. So, and Black Box going to settle his first time, and it's the second place. Yes, it's 130.7. It's a good one. Let's go to Simon, and the invalid one needs to try again. Just Model Velo is going to try again as well. And then we have Harry D. He was invalid. Yeah. Guys, it's a hard track. A lot of fast corners, and it's the track is very small, of course. That's why overtaking is very hard. By the way, from finishers that he made today from Bolin. I thought he couldn't make it, but he's there. Two podiums already. He had I thought 3 or 4 races when he was thrown out of the session because that moment he had to use Wi-Fi or so. But 2 times the second place in 4 races. It's what was making him a special driver. We know he was fast in our previously, driving on the Trustmaster T150. What can be a great steering wheel for such drivers as him. By the way, Earl Simon now onto a 130.7, and now the Alpha Tauris has got himself a 1-2 on the scoring board. So this is definitely looking well for them. Black Box in 113.7, it's only 31 thousandths behind Earl Simon. So it's not much, it's just an edge. I think Sandy is coming. He's got himself invalid. Well, still 5 drivers didn't have anything. Fruitful disqualified. Some drive. He's also going to do it from behind, and this is not a track where you want to do it. It's hard. Can cost you some damage if you want to overtake, of course. Quiet now on the track. A lot of drivers are in the pits, waiting for the final opportunity to go out. Well, Bolin is out. Let's have he is invalid in the final corner. Hugo almost lost it in the pit entry. Doesn't have a time standing on the scoring board now, so has got himself 1 extra shot. Final opportunity to do it. Otherwise, yeah, starting on new tires from behind, somewhere from behind. Now, even if this one is invalid, he's doing it for his feeling. There's the Ecobickel with a 115 flat on the softs. Gabi flies behind him. Passed him already. So his last outlap. Ooh, almost lost it in that fast left-hander finisher. Over the curbs, but not invalid. Didn't gain advantage there. So still up for a fast lap. Question is, what can he steal and from who? Which position? Oh, lost his rear there. This will cost him a few tenths, of course. Still needs to score something now. He can have one extra shot, but he will be very hot, his car. 10th place, 114.6. I don't think he can try again, and this will be it. Definitely up for overtaking the second place. 130.5. 4 tenths behind Harry, who's on a very fast lap there. Well, Simon, I don't know if he improved. To the Williams, had an invalid lap, so to the French driver, he needs something now, and he has something. It's the second place, a 130.4. It's a really fast one. Great Snipes takes pole position in the first tier. Ah, you gotta be kidding me. Our champion there. And Gabi flies, of course. What can he do? Question is that it's 130.4. Also a really fast drive. Alvaro. Carson. It's Carson. 6th place. Oh, Harry beat. 112.9, ladies and gentlemen. Almost we had a pole position from Ray Snipes. It's the second tier driver who almost scored a pole position in the first one. Of course, there wasn't any attempt of fruitful or ball in. Those are our fastest drive really. But this really proves how much he did grow. Because this is phenomenal. And this is why he's the champion and goes to the first tier next season. And as you can see, can make some drivers, you can make it hard already for them. So it's a great result. But Harry B, exactly 30 thousandths of a second in front of him. 112.943. We are waiting for Alvaro to retire in the pit lane. And then we will be up for the formation lap. The last one of today, of this weekend. I hope you guys enjoyed this qualifying session, because I did. Some crazy times. Some nice laps of the drivers. Harry B, first position. With a 112.943. And Ray Snipes with a phenomenal time as well, also under the 113, our champion of the second tier. Gabi flies, 3rd place, forming the grid with RCI Hugo, our French driver, with a 130.4. It's a good one for him. Alvaro 5th place, Carson 6-1, Ross Simon 7th place, Black Box 8, Just Myrtle 9, Rowan 10, Matteo 11, Flynn 12, the Ecobickel and Luke and Nick 13-14. And then behind we have Bolin and Fruitful. who didn't score anything. Also Sandy is driving there. So let's go. As you can see, it's still dry, but this was the case in Tier 2 as well. Eventually it started raining. So we have to wait down a couple of seconds. The session will start in 20 seconds, so in just one moment I'm gonna grab myself the drink. And formation laps is on. There be in front. And Rage Knives in the Haas as a reserve from second tier on the second place. Will be up for 35 laps. Predicted pit stop strategy. As you can see, softer or harder, one stop. Let's see what tire the drivers has chosen. Theo Flynn and Eco Bico on mediums. The last 4 drivers have chosen to take the harder compound. It's also a nice schedule like this, because the first 9 drivers took softs, then 4 drivers on mediums, and then 4 drivers on hards. Quite interesting. Now we will see what works out the best for who. Carson on the 6th place in his first qualifying session. It's okay. And the drivers are forming the grid, ladies and gentlemen. That's the 14th round of the Celerity eSports, the final round of this weekend. I want to have a closer look to the drivers in front, because the lights are going out. 5 red lights still for the drivers, and they are ready. Hungary is waiting for us. 17 drivers. It's waiting long, but the drivers are off now and the race is on. Harry has got himself a great start. Red Snipes on the inside, defends a bit to Gabi flies and Alvaro. Gabi flies around the outside there. Had to leave the car with to Rage Knives on the inside, of course, and Alvaro is in benefit of this, because he's winning a position on Gabi flies, both Spanish drivers. A bit of contact between Earl Simon and Hugo. And this fast left-hander seems okay for all the drivers. Flame finisher and TNT Carson had a moment there. TNT Carson didn't have a great start, lost 5 places already. On the 11th place was in a fight with the Flame finisher, who also gained the position on Matteo. Sandy came from far, but he is fighting with Matteo and now makes a move on Matteo on the inside. I think it's a nice one, a legal one, but then he decides to give up. Now has to take the other line for a better exit, but I think he should win this already. Something wrong in Hugo. I think it's his connection. It seems like it's connection. Has to be careful if he comes back on the track. See a wing go. I think it's the end plate on the right side from Hugo. So I think it caused him some damage, unfortunately. Going wide there, just Moto took over. And Bottom is driving for fun, it seems like he's doing it. He's got himself a position on the Ecobicco around the outside. Oh, what's going wrong here, ladies and gentlemen? Well, safety car's out because Matteo drove himself behind in the back of the Ecobicco. I'm wondering how it happened though. Because it seemed like it came from nothing. Yeah, Matteo out of the race in the final sector. The Ecobicco took some new tires. They can close the gap now, like Hugo. Also he changed his front wing. But Harry still on first place, Rachel Knight second. I see some position change by the way. Yeah, Alvaro gained 2 places, Simon gained 3 places. Rowan already 4, Flynn finisher gained 4. Sam D, 5 places won by him. Well, as he was maybe a bit careful, he won the most at this moment, so Harry and Rich Knight going for the pits. A lot of drivers are going, some drivers are carry on. So we have to wait now for the other pit, for the later pit stop of the other drivers to see a correct position change between them. Now for now, Alvaro is winning this race. It will Simon down flies. Top 3 drivers for now. Rowan on 4th place, Flynn 5. Nick 6th place. P7 for Footful on the hards. Right behind him on the 8th place. And then we have to stop guys. Well, we will have a perfect train of 16 drivers in the end of this safety car when he goes in. Because the Ecobicco already almost closed the gap. And there it is. clean of incidents when we will continue. The safety car did came at the right moment for everybody. And the top 3 drivers really need to drive away. They have a few laps left on the softs before the wear will be too bad. But if Flynn and Rowan can keep up to their pace, that's a good thing for them, of course. So they need to try that. But again, the drivers in front need to get rid of them. I think they have 6 extra laps, maybe a little more. Nah, 6 laps. I think I did 10 laps on the softs. Of course, they have a safety car now. So this will stretch it a bit, but not much so. And there we are going again. Alvaro had a good response for Simon. A fraction later, Rowan had a great response. He wants to fight. Gabi flies already. He had a lock up. That's why Rowan is already on his inside through the first corner. Won himself the 3rd place there. Flynn finisher, his response was a bit worse, so he couldn't follow Rowan what he was doing. Mistake from, that was Sam D. This mistake caused, I think, some damage for TT Carson. It's that's not nice. Yeah, he definitely got some damage there. It's his left end plate, front wing end plate. Yeah, really for Sam D it's a bit too much. First division, he had a lot of opportunities this season. Yeah, it's because pushing the limits. If you're on your limits, then incidents will happen. Finisher will also want to pass. Gabi flies. Oh, I think it was a nice move. Gabi flies. He still opened the door for Flynn. So this is what I meant for Gabi flies. Rowan and Flynn seems like they can keep up with the pace on than the soft drivers. Sandy retired from the session in the pits. TFT Carson, yeah, he came out of the pits again on the hards. It's his first race. It's not really what he wanted, of course. But it wasn't his fault, clearly, because he wanted to take over the... he really wanted to take over the mistake from Sandy. Of course, Sandy could not do much about it. He oversteered. So it wasn't on purpose. But again, yeah, it seems like he's struggling every match. So we will see him in the 2nd tier next season. Tailing Earl Simon. Simon defending a bit, and Rowan he's a good pusher because he's on the inside now and going around the outside now. Both had a small lockup. Who's going to be the strongest? And it seems like Rowan is managing it perfectly. It's going great. 2nd place on those medium tires. That's really what you want. Keep up, mate. Simon also already lost that place. Now Alvaro is the only driver left who's still behind Rowan and Flynn on that soft tire. But it's not much. It's only half a second. So how long can he keep up? Simon took a 3-second time penalty from multiple warnings. He's the second driver who did this. Hugo is getting himself 2 seconds as well. There's a battle between Flynn and Simon, just missed it. Oh, sorry, it's not a battle. Simon's heading for the pits. I think it's enough after 8 laps. We'll bring him back. On the 13th place, he probably will stay in front of Gaby Flies. He and TT Carson are behind the pack. For this reason, also missed the overtake as well. He's now leading this race. Flynn finishes following it. I think was a better option to dive for the pits as well. These drivers on the softs. Because look where he is now. Simon is in the 13th place. He wants to get past it. He wants to fight with Rowan Flynn. Now he's done it because of our headed for the pits. Lukanik can't shut him down either because him and Vloed for one ball on already tailing it within 3 seconds or so. Laps, those hearts will kick in. They will not be worse in a couple of laps. It's a great thing for them. And Harry is on the fresher tires. He already pitted, of course, but I don't think he will make it till the end. It will be 30 laps on the hards. It's March, so maybe he needs to pit again. But he did a free pit stop, of course, on the safety car. Snipes managed to stay close to it. That box as well. Just Mortal had to leave a gap from 2 seconds. But still, it doesn't suit him the first two. That's why we didn't practice already. There he goes there as well. On the 2nd place. Finished 10th in the 2nd tier, so at this moment he's doing better than in the 2nd tier. Every race can be different. Flies took a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane, also retiring. Echo Bickle took a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Just the 4th driver who did it. For a lot of drivers it's going well then, because not much penalties are given. after 12 laps. Still a long way to go. Black box is also knocking the door of Rage Snipes. There are not much overtakes. So I try to do it like I already said. It's when drivers are making mistakes, and on those moments the overtakings will happen. Otherwise you only have to straight, and like Rowan showed us twice, after the straight you can dive on the inside or maybe around the outside for overtaking. And if you are side to side at that moment, then you will have a shot on the second straight, a small one. Really, when no mistakes will be made, then it will be very hard on the rest of the circuit to do it. Rowan and Flynn. The medium strat, and then we have Luke and Nick Footfall and Bowen who are tailing this already in a second. Look at this train. Biting the grass a bit, Footfall. I love to see them racing like this. It's when the pace is good for everybody. And the differences are not that big anymore, then yes, then you always see the things like this. It's a nice one. Rowan heading for the pits. And Flynn Finisher, he did go on. So now he's leader in the race for the first time. Nick pushing it as well. Oh, this is strange. Yeah, of course, Flynn Finisher still had a DRS enabled because in the last corner there's the detection zone. We saw that he had DRS on both DRS lanes. So here's the train. Black box, and then Hugo 2.6 seconds behind it. Just model in place. Nicole tailing just model now. He was fighting with Hugo, so still not far removed from him. Pit window open for drivers on medium tires. He did it. I'm sorry. And Just Moto are fighting now, side to side. Just Moto on the inside, and the Bickle around the outside. I think this is a win for the Ickle. Won himself the P9 there. sprinting Hugo again. 1.8 seconds behind him. Also, his wheels on the grass. Not much. Finisher still going on. Since he's not done on his tires. And there's Luke and Nick going now on the inside of Flynn. Oh, there was a bit of oversteer, that's why he lost his traction. And now Fruitful wants to make a move. But Luke and Nick, he defended it legally. Wasn't right to do it. Fruitful saw him doing it and thought, yeah, great move. But it was almost punished by Fruitful. A mistake from Luke and Nick. He had his moment because he could take the inside from Flynn after the first corner. Hugo hit the wall there. That was really unfortunate. I think it was on his own fault, I think. Didn't witness it, but seemed like he lost it and hit the wall. He's still in, can replace, but I'm not quite sure if he will go on. There could be cause of fighting. Which is Mortal again, I think so. So a few things went wrong. We had one safety car in the race, but still, I wanted to stay still fluffy driving the race, but for this moment it's 13. Already said that probably Hugo will stop after losing his front wing. Now both Renaults are behind. 3-second time penalty given for just mortal failures for multiple warnings. Carson 3-second time penalty. His first 3 seconds. Well, let this race be some experience for him in Celerity. It's a little bit sandy, but costed him a lot of places in an extra wing. That's why he's driving behind it. And a Fruitful are battling, but this will cost him a bit of time to the drivers in front. And now Harry also fighting Bolin, wants to get involved as well, of course, because he's on the fresher hearts. And Luke and Nick maybe will have his shot again. Already won once. It was not this time yet. It's definitely close. Yeah, Flynn finisher is feeling his pressure. followed by Fruitful and Ballin, where the fight already together. Fruitful has got himself a penalty. Let's have a look to drivers with penalties. Yeah, only 3 seconds. Only 5 drivers who did. So not much penalties are given. It's a nice result after 2 hard circuits, USA before Christmas break. After the Christmas break we had Mexico. Those 2 tracks are definitely 2 tracks with a lot of S's and corners. So that makes this circuit an easy one to avoid track limits. Of course it's not an easy circuit. Every circuit has got its difficulties. It's getting cloudy, by the way. The race started with a lot of sunshine, but for now I'm seeing grey clouds. I wouldn't be surprised if it's going to rain in a few laps. And that can change a lot of things in the race if it will rain. It happened in the second tier as well. Now I think at the exact moment like this. Faro with a 3-second time penalty as well now, 6th driver who did it. ...21 laps on the mediums. It's a good result from the finisher. Rowan on pit 6 laps ago, while we was in the exact same compound. And the age of them were the same. And we're still finding some great pace in it. So we didn't pit yet, like 3 other drivers, Lukanik, Fruitful and Bollen. But they will go for softs in the end. That's what Flint Finisher is trying to do. Lukanik has got some overspeed now on the inside. Some contact again. Can he stay free from this oversteer moment as he had before? And like I said, it's going to rain now. We're seeing some drops. Switchback from Lukanik. Side to side. Lukanik took his 3-second time penalty. Maybe he was forced. Could not do anything about it and we can remove a warning there, but for now it's 3 seconds and still second place. Flint Finisher is defending really great. Harry performed it to overtake Bolin. And I think Ikobiko had some trouble, because from the 8th place he's on 11th place now. No damage. So Carson already on the intermediates. I think this is maybe 1 or 2 laps too early. It's not very loud now. And there's still not spray coming from the tires. This will grain your tires. It's not ideal. So a bit too early from him. There's still some traction on the dry compounds. Bolin did go wide there. There are 2 champions driving behind each other. The 1st tier champion, also the 2nd tier champion. And next season they will race against each other every race. They are practicing with each other already. Much. Pit stop for Flynn, finisher, and Luke and Nick as well. I'm wondering what tires they will take, because it's intermediate time for Flynn and Luke and Nick. Yeah, Fruitful, he decided to go on. I think he isn't going to do it for 1 or 2 laps. Also the Ico Alvaro headed for intermediates. And let's have a look who's going to respond on it. Or thinking there's still quite a lot of pace. Not a lot anymore. After 24 laps and rain, you won't find much pace anymore on them. So Fruitful is leading now, as he was disqualified in qualifying session. He is leading now from all the way behind, like Bolin is in 3rd place. Fruitful going for the pits now, followed by Harry, followed by Bolin, followed by Raid Snipes. The black box going as well. Rowan, yeah. Oh! I'm not quite sure if this was his intention. He wanted to go for the pits, and then because of a lock-up, he crossed the expulsion surfaces. And what made him go an extra lap now. Or was he maybe thinking that he could do 1 extra lap and gain some seconds? But I can tell you this is not the way, then you cannot do it like that. We will have a look then if he will pit this lap, if it gained him a couple of seconds. If I look at this, race is already a lot better on the Inters. Look at the difference, it's 6.1 seconds, 5.9, 5.7. Wasn't the right thing to do for Rowan. Rowan has damage. Yeah, I understand, but he across the expulsion surface, he wanted to pit already, and this is what he wanted to do. It's a wall over here as well. Well, back to Flynn and Fruitful. They are battling each other. Harry B on 3rd place, followed by Bolin. Ray Snipes on the 5th place, followed by Black Box. Luke Nick, the Ickle Bickle, he's back on 8th place. So still cannot shut him down for scoring some points. Just Morrow again on 9th place. No Simon now on P10. And Rowan on P12. capable of doing it? The answer is yes, I know it, but will he do it? That's not over yet, because we still have, after a couple of turns, we have 8 more laps. Yeah, but for now it's going well. And every driver is on new tires again. The difference between them are gone. And let's have some races going on. Bolin tailing Harry wants his 3rd place back. Footfall on the outside now from Flynn. We also need to think about the penalty for footfall. 3 seconds. So he will lose 3 seconds. Just Model already on 9 seconds now. 3 stops made by TT Carson. 2 stops made by everybody except for Nick. Bolin, Footfall and Flynn. They are going to do 1 stop today. Yeah, well, for Rowan it's really unfortunate. He was leading the race, had a great start as well. Now on the 12th place, yeah. There's some oversteer for Flynn finisher. There's no DRS anymore, but he lost something on Footfall now. Footfall's having a great exit. Wants the outside again, like the previous lap. And again, Flynn finisher isn't the benefit of it. Simon wants that position on Just Mortal. Now Just Mortal is capable of shaking them off. He's got the fastest lap at this moment, by the way. Back to the tires. Fastest lap in hands off Rowan, but he's not in P10. So I think Harry B got himself a fastest lap now on 17.6. Now league. It resulted that yeah, we're always giving somebody fastest lap, except if the driver who had the fastest lap didn't finish in the end. That's the only reason we will shut it down. Otherwise, one of the top 10 drivers will score the fastest lap in Celerity eSports. No. There was some oversteer for Earl Simon. He could not retire from the session at this stage. It wasn't broke. I think so. While he was racing just Motovelos, he lost some grip. His rear of his vehicle hit the wall. Frustration led that he retired from the session. I understand the frustration, but at least drive to the pits then, to retire as the most drivers are doing. So Carson today really behind and driving his own race. But we did see something that was positive. It wasn't his fault, he's driving behind, by the way. But he scored 6th place in qualifying. So it's not bad to start your first race. So we will see more of him next week. Next week on Spa. Belgium is next, and yeah, we are going to end on Brazil. And by the way, tomorrow will still be another race. Unfortunately, yesterday in the 3rd tier, Codemasters interrupted our session after 16 laps and thrown everybody out, a lot of them. So the session was invalid, was already too late to restart. We decided we are taking standings from the penultimate lap. We are taking it as the rule from Formula 1. So we had to take the standings from 1 lap before that happened. And tomorrow we will start a 25% race without qualifying. Oh, there's a spin from Harry. No, this is your 3rd place. Oh, that's costed him his podium probably today. He didn't have any time penalty yet. He just missed out. What happened? I don't know if he was racing side to side or something, or he just missed out on himself. I just saw a drift from AlphaTauri. Still 7th place, but he lost 4 places there. Now Bollen is in the 3rd place. And Wade Snipes. If he can stay, that's the question. If he can stay within 3 seconds of footfall, he will score a podium on on the 1st tier. Well, that will be something really great. It will be a great performance where he can really be satisfied from. The only thing is he will help Haas, of course, construct the team, but Wade Snipes is signed in the 2nd tier, so scoring points is not something he can do today. But yeah, for some feeling and for the credits. And Taylor and Fruitful got himself a penalty. He will lose that position to Bollen and maybe Snipes as well. Seems like Harry B is closing in a bit on black box again after a spin. He's got himself plenty of ERS. His system is full. Black box is losing a bit. In the rain it's less difficult to save some ERS, of course. To burn it in the last 2 laps because that's where we had. I'm sorry, the last 3 laps. Lap 34. Ah, sorry. No, I'm losing it. It's 2 laps. Lap 34 and the next one. Still led by Flynn finisher. Look, Nick has got himself 3-second time penalty extra, so it will be 6 seconds already. Yes, it is. So Harry will win the position on him again. But really, it's he will not be happy with it, losing the third place. Oh, this lost it for a bit. Alvaro and Rowan as well. They passed this model. I think something went wrong on him. So Rowan is up for at least 1 point again, and I think even more because he doesn't got a time penalty there. Where Alvaro has 2 seconds and the Ecubico as well. And he's within it. So maybe 8th position is possible for Rowan. And there it is, Flynn finisher. He will finish this race as first race, and he will win his very first race. EFF Bollen on the 2nd place, and yes, Rich Snipe has done it. 3rd place as a 2nd tier driver, our champion. He became champion tonight, and also scoring 3rd place in the 1st tier. Really phenomenal, and I think not many drivers will copy this. The Footfall on the 4th place just missed out on the podium because of time penalty. Black Box 5th place. It's a good effort. Harry, yeah, he unfortunate. He spun away a few laps ago. I don't know if it was his own mistake or maybe because of some contact, driving side to side. But 6th place for him because he didn't score any time penalties. Nick lost his position there. 7th place. Rowan 8th place. P9 is the Ecobical and P10 is WSO Alvaro, scoring a point. Model just missed out on a point. And then there's TT Carson, our new driver. Yeah, really unfortunate for him because he was up for some points. He had an incident with Sandy. It was not his own. It was not his fault, you know. But he was driving his own race, but still for experience, he decided to carry on, and I do like that. We will see more of him coming. The driver of the day from the game is Bollen. Well, tomorrow we will vote on the Instagram channel. Also, we will race on 3 o'clock in the afternoon. 25%, 3rd tier. So yeah, you guys are not used to it to drive on to watch us on Saturday. But we have to, because yeah, we have a season to complete, and the race really wasn't complete yesterday. We can't leave it like that. And so for now, 2 Mercedes drivers on podium. It's a great thing to do. It's a great thing for them for Constructor Championship as well. Flynn finisher, so he won his very first race in Celerity. And I think he got himself, no he doesn't, Harry B got himself a fast lap of 1:17.6. 2nd place, Bollen, Rage Snipes, phenomenal. He's from the 1st tier, became champion today and scored his first podium in the 1st tier already before he joined it. Fruitful 4th place, Black Box 5th place, P6 and P7 are Harry B and Luke and Nick. Rowan P8, Deko Biko P9, Alvaro 10, Carson 11, Just Mortal 12, Simon 13, then we had Hugo, Matteo, and Sam D. They didn't finish, unfortunately, today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Tomorrow we will be back with an extra stream of 25%, as I just mentioned. So if you have nothing to do, just watch us. And there will be a winner still to decide. So we will be back tomorrow. And for now, I want to wish you all a very nice weekend and have a blissful evening. Bye bye, fellas.